Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here, co-founder of MSC Trading Academy, with today's pre-market forecast for Friday, August the 14th, and we're going to do an end-of-week preview. Let's quickly jump to our news items for this morning. This morning we had core retail sales and retail sales. Remember, core retail sales do not include auto sales. Those were higher than expected at 1.3. They went up to 1 point now. Retail sales in general were down, expected 2.0. but we were down 1.2. But remember, last month we were expecting last month we were expecting a 5% increase, and we actually, a 7.9% increase, and this was revised. This number was revised to almost 18%. So that 18% of those, looking back, it means that we did much better in retail sales, that in general retail sales last month, than we did this month. So the slight reduction, and is less than 0.8% is fine. Just more evidence that the economy is continuing to slowly but surely start getting back and ramping up to its original values. Now, it's going to take a while there, but the story is different in the stock market. It's absolutely different in the stock market. As you can see, the market reaching all-time highs. Again, when we get up here, just remember, when you're in doubt, when you're doing technical analysis and you have doubts about what to expect in the market, always look left. Always look left. Have we been here before? How did we behave here before? Now, remember, this is when the big giant drop began, the beginning of the knowledge of this virus, and then of course, as the speculation continued to ramp up, eventually the market found its bottom and has recovered. Actually, the bottom here was hit on the 23rd of March, and we're getting here towards all-time highs towards the middle of August. So that's quite a few months of recovery, but this is the way that the market moves, and you can historically see when the market has these huge sell-offs, it goes up the staircase, down the elevator. It's just the way it is. It's just the way market works. Now, what's going to happen next? That's what everybody's speculating about. Now, do we have a technical reason for the market to go down? Well, there is no real technical reason. Now, can we have a sell-off? Can we have a sell-off all the way down to this channel here, which has confluence with this 20 here? Absolutely. It wouldn't surprise me to see a slight sell-off from this particular area here. Why? It's called profit taking. But markets like to use previous resistances, come back off the channel, make another run. They love to come back to resistances that are now support, particularly when there's confluence, to go and try to make the next run. That's what we're seeing. But remember, anything can happen. Anything can shake this market in a different direction. But regardless of whether it goes up or whether it goes down, we always have a plan. Now, in reference to the market going down, if we measure generally from this run here, the latest run here, and if we measure from this run here to here, you're going to see some confluence of areas. You're going to see some areas where the market can healthily retrace to and still be considered just a regular move. And if you notice, all of these areas align with, here we have the alignment with the 20 SMA, here we have the alignment with the 50 SMA, here we have the alignment with the 80 and the 80 crossover of the 200. So those are healthy retracements on a market that's relentlessly continuing to go up. And now from week to week, as the numbers start to look better, and as the reopenings continue, slowly but surely, you're going to start to see a lot of these numbers in reference to economic numbers start to give us more of the story. In other words, confirm what the market is showing us here. Let's look at another chart and an analysis. You can see how the buying pressure is so relentless. Here we see a market which was essentially in a compression. We started in a compression. Here's our compression. Expectation, real simple. Market's going to hold here and do another run up. But the market did not do that. The market clearly broke above it. Look how, like I said to you before, market breaks a resistance, returns to the support. Look how the market launches. It's really important for you to understand this concept. And here it did it again. Came back to the area, launched. Came back to the area, launched. Now what is it doing? This is all news-based right here. This is all news based on retail sales, but not what you have here. You have the other side, of this compression. Now the market seems to be trying to test the other side. So we do have a little bit of a compression going on right between these two areas. And if the market remains between these two areas here, you have an expanding market. These markets are pretty tough to trade. We like trending markets or lateral markets with some sort of substructure. But if this is the case, this is going to be pretty tough. Now, best scenario, market breaks clearly below here, uses this once again as support and launches itself down to the next support level. Second, obviously, market comes back above this price, uses this as support once again, and then it launches itself up here. What we don't want, obviously, is the one in the middle. Let's look closely at our trade chart here. And as you can see, our trade chart is showing us more of the same. Here we go again. Here's the market between areas this time. Here was the clear compression between these two areas. Market breaks the compression, and it comes down to this particular support. Look how it holds support. It cannot hold, then it breaks clearly, comes retest. Obviously, yesterday's intraday low, there it is. It's resistance, turns into support, market launches itself. Now, we do have quite a bit of resistance above us, quite a bit of resistance above us with all of these price levels in this area. But it looks like the market wants to do a little run to the upside, a little run to the downside before it starts to make a move. Now, careful in this market. Be very careful in this market. It is Friday. Most of the money in the market has already been made this week, so be very careful. A lot of retail traders out there who are just trading on pure sentiment, so you have to be very careful. Have a great trading session, and we'll see you next week.